first impressions on a foundation that's been getting a lot of rave lately. I first heard about it from Jaclyn Hill. I personally enjoy quite a few products that she recommends. And so when she was raving about this Forever foundation from Dior, I was like, you know what? I gotta try it. So this does come in about 23 or 24 different shades. It retails for $50. I got the shade Light Beige number 20, which does work well when I'm not self-tanned, but in the summer I like to be tan. So if I like this foundation, I'm definitely gonna have to pick up a darker shade because this actually is pretty light. I feel pretty fair right now. But it worked for now, so we're just gonna go with it. This foundation does have SPF 35 in it. It is in a really nice glass frosted bottle, and it does have a pump, which it should for a $50 foundation. I'm gonna read you a little bit about what it says. It says it's a non-oily textured, ultra-fusional, medium to full coverage foundation, and it also says it's 16-hour wear, SPF 35. It's a luminous matte finish, which luminous and matte. Somehow it's a luminous matte finish. And it says that it leaves the skin's texture looking more refined with each wear. Designed with an egg-shaped container with a beveled side, the high-density soft-touch material deposits just the right amount of product, allowing for precise application and perfectly even coverage. I don't get the egg-shaped thing. There's nothing about this that is egg-shaped to me. Do you see it? I don't see it. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but anyways, this is going to be a first impressions and a demo and how it works throughout the day. So if you want to see how this foundation wears, please keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified of any new videos that come out, and give this video a big thumbs up, and let's see how this foundation works for me. Okay, so we're gonna try this Dior Skin Forever foundation. Obviously, I've seen it raved about on YouTube, so I wanted to give it a go. I got the shade 20 Light Beige. I'm hoping that that works. It was a little bit hard to figure out what my foundation shade was gonna be, but this is what the foundation bottle looks like. Very beautiful, frosted glass. And we're gonna do half the face with a beauty blender and half with a brush. So let's see how this works. We're going to do a pump on this side. Let me get my mirror here so I can actually see what I'm doing here, because I cannot do this blindly. I have a whole new setup, so I'm like using my iPad as an external monitor because mine doesn't have like a flip screen. So I have like a whole new setup and I'm trying to figure it out. So let's see here. Start blending that out with the Beauty Blender. It is a little bit light, so if I have a fresh self-tan, this is like not gonna work. Because as summer is here, I definitely do a lot more self-tan. So with the Beauty Blender, I feel like I'm not getting a ton of coverage. That was one pump. Let's try 2 pumps with the Beauty Blender. It has that like typical Dior smell, foundation smell. Doesn't bother me. Slight bit perfumey. So with the Beauty Blender, I find that it's a little bit lighter coverage. I don't know how the brush is going to apply, but it's really pretty. It's got like a little bit of a glow to it, but it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. 2 pumps I think was good. I feel like that it built up nicely to a little bit more of a medium coverage, like medium. Yeah, because you can still see some of my redness poking through, so it's definitely not like a full coverage. So this is just a MAC 196 brush. I like it because it's super dense, so I feel like it doesn't absorb a ton of foundation. Okay. I definitely think I prefer the Beauty Blender when applying this. I can hear my neighbor's like diesel truck sitting at the stop sign. It's so loud. It sounds like a UPS truck every time he leaves his garage or comes back home. All right, so that is 1 coat with a brush. I feel like you kind of get the same coverage either way, but I definitely prefer the Beauty Blender look. I feel like it just looks a little bit smoother than the brush does. It is a really pretty foundation. It looks pretty on the skin. It doesn't look like heavy or thick or cakey foundation, which is really nice. This side, since it's kind of set, feels really nice. It's not like overly tacky or sticky. So far so good. Applied really easily. first impressions, definitely prefer a beauty blender. I just feel like it blends it into the skin so much nicer and it looks a lot more flawless. I still see a lot of like my little redness peeking through, which I'm okay with. You know, my natural skin peeking through. I'm not really huge on super full coverage foundations, so I do like something like this that's like more of a medium coverage. And so yeah, if you want something super full coverage, I don't know if this will be it. You might be able to build it up to full coverage if you go in with another pump, but that was 4 pumps just to get this coverage. Granted, the pumps weren't a ton of product. But so I'm going to finish up with the rest of my face and then I'll check in. All right, so I have applied the rest of my makeup. I decided to kind of play with the new Colourpop and I love, is it Iluvsarahii? That's how I've heard it pronounced. Maybe the person had an accent and that's how you say it. I love Sarah and then it's I love Iluvsarahii. We're gonna go with that. Her name is Karen. She came out with a collection with Colourpop. So I have primarily, actually I have every single one of these colors. This is the Saucy palette. And then I have a little bit of this other palette, the Cheeky palette. One second, I'm having difficulties. I have this brown and then this is my highlight shade. So that's what I have on my eyes and it's a really fun springy palette. I really like it, spring summer palette. But anyways, applied the rest of my makeup. Everything applied really easily. I noticed that, you know, when I first put it on, it kind of had that luminosity to it. But once it's set, it's very matte. Like as you can see, there is no dewy shininess on my face except for where I put my highlight. I also did not set with a powder. So I just set my under eyes with the powder. I did not set the rest of my face and it's pretty matte. I mean, it feels very matte, but it feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel drying or anything. So I'm really excited about this foundation. I've been looking for a good matte foundation for the summer because it just gets so stinking hot here. And I don't even need a luminous foundation because my skin will naturally be luminous with sweat from the heat. So right now it is currently 9:26 and I'm going to have to run to Ethan's school. He is getting an award. I wonder what it is. I'll catch you guys up with that in a little bit. But I have to run to his school, a few errands. I will be hitting the gym today. So we're gonna see how this foundation holds up through all of that. So stay tuned. I will be back with another check-in. All right, I just got done with a workout. I did back and biceps. I'm pretty tired and it's really hot. My car says 76, but that is definitely not accurate. Definitely not accurate. Anyways, it's about 1:30 and I'm doing a check-in here. Thought the lighting would be good in the car and it's holding up great. Like I definitely was sweaty, but I didn't even blot my forehead or anything. And the foundation's still holding up really, really good. But other than that, it's holding up really nicely and I really like it. I think I want to get it in the correct shade though. But so far so good. Had a little bit of dramatic makeup for the gym, but that's just sometimes how it goes. So I will check in a little bit. All right, back with another check-in. See, we're just gonna have to roll with this. I've had this on we're going on about 8 hours now. So I think it's still holding up really good. My lipstick is like completely gone, but we're okay with that. But yeah, it's held up really good. Sunglass marks, you know, that's inevitable with like most foundations. But I feel like it's really good. I don't know if it would hold up for 16 hours. I'm like halfway there. And I think probably in the next like 2 or 3 hours, it's gonna be like breaking up pretty seriously. Looking in the mirror, it's breaking up a little bit around my nose, but not too bad. I think for 8 hours of wear, it's really good. You could probably squeeze like 10 to 12 hours, but 16 hours, unless you have really dry skin. If you have really oily skin, I don't think you're gonna get 16 hours. It wasn't even a particularly hot day today, and it did not last, you know. Do you see the ARC van back there? They're in town. If you guys don't know, Ted used to be run the ARC project now with 2 of his friends, and they're in Redding, so there they are. Anyways, it's holding up great. I really like the foundation. I want to get the right shade though, and then try it with different primers. I didn't wear a primer today, but I like the foundation. $50. I think if you want like a long wearing matte foundation, I think it's great. If you're super oily, it's gonna be a little oily and break down on you a little quicker than it did on me. If you have dry skin, it probably will last a little bit closer to that 16-hour mark. But so far so good. All I've done is blot with the beauty blender probably about an hour ago. when I was editing some videos. So I may do one more check-in. If not, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have you tried this foundation? What are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!